Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mindful Monday with Crystal Farley. I unfortunately don't have time to bake for you today. I am going to probably make bread, I think, tomorrow. So I will be back for my Try It Out Tuesday tomorrow, making some bread for myself and my husband. But today, I'm just going to go on Facebook Live, record it, and see what happens. But before I do that, Mindful Monday, I feel like the universe is completely kicking the shit out of me today. And so I need to center myself. So for Mindful Monday, I'm actually going to do a compassion meditation later on today. Clearing my throat chakra. My throat actually hurts, and I'm taking that as a sign of I need to stop spreading the negativity. So that's my goal for today. I have been really inspired to own my day now. Bad days, in my opinion, are only supposed to last for 4 hours maybe, and today it's just been a shit show. So I'm going to own it. It's going to be a great evening. My husband's coming home and I want to enjoy it. So there's that. I'm going to be done being sensitive, but now I'm going to go live on Facebook. So I'm going to record that. I have a lot going on as far as my workshops and stuff go. So I want to hello, everybody. It is a Monday night, and it's my Mindful Monday day. So for those of you that don't know, I actually do this crazy thing on Twitch TV where I broadcast myself cooking really cool things and talking about different topics. And today is Mindful Monday. And so I just was sharing on my channel before I decided to go live that I am taking the opportunity to be mindful for myself today. So I've experienced a few things that maybe have not gone my way, and I think I'm allowing that to sort of absorb. And hey, Millie lady, I'm just talking about how I think I'm allowing some negativity to like really take over my life right now, and I'm not into it. I need to own this shit, and I need to make my life better. So I'm actually going to be doing a meditation tonight that focuses around compassion, because I think sometimes when we experience negativity through others and we allow it to impact us, we can find a lot of healing in actually finding compassion for that person, right? Because there's a reason why there's judgment. There's a reason why people are not always your biggest cheerleaders. And I think when you take it and look at it from a space of why are they judging you? Why are they scared? Jen Ryan, actually, a life coach or business coach that I know up in Manchester, was talking about this today too. But like, I think I'm letting it take over my life so much that my throat hurts. So I'm not going to be spreading any more negativity. That is my goal. That is where I'm at right now. So hey Lynn, hey Laura. I did just want to hop on because there's a lot of really exciting things happening in my world, and it's almost hard for me to keep up. So sometimes I think I do this because I think it's easier for me to repeat everything that I'm involved in. But this coming Saturday, I am hosting a workshop in Bedford called Instilling Hope, Finding 3 Reasons to Hope. It's going to be a really fun morning. I still have a few spots left. Lynn Jones, you should think about coming. It's from 9 to 11 in Bedford. And there's a few people going that I know will really get a lot out of it. And we're going to talk about okay, so first of all, I'm a little crazy. So, we're going to be doing things that are completely not traditional, right? So we're going to be, talking a lot about who we used to be, who we want to be tomorrow, looking at some alternative methodologies. Hey there, Gail. Can't wait to connect with you tomorrow, too. But so Saturday morning, we're going to talk a little bit about, what it looks like to look at past life stressors or, big monumental events in life, and to really look at them differently so that this way perhaps you can overcome them and rebuild a life that you actually want to lead. I often think about, in my life, I look at, I'm nearing 40, and when I think about my first 20 years, my second 20 years, my last 20 years, and hopefully I'm going to live much longer than the age of 60. What do I want that to look like? So what has it looked like? What does it look like today? And what do I want it to look like going forward? And, through my journey, I have learned quite a bit with regards to alternative ways of thinking. So, sometimes, like for me, sometimes traditional therapy isn't the way to go, but there is a place for all of that. But, is it mindfulness? Is it meditation? Is it drawing? Is it singing? So there's a lot of different ways you can do things to find reasons to hope. And so if anybody listened to my podcast, People, Trauma, and Stress Discussed today, we actually talked about PTSD and hope. And I am one of those people that walks my dog every day, and I find hope in that. I find joy in that. I love that I can walk my dog. I try to look at those little things as little reasons to, be positive or try to be a better mother or whatever it is. What is your why? So Saturday morning, again, will be a lot of fun. I have a few spaces left. So if you know of anybody that is looking to do some creative thinking around, their life and maybe what next steps they want. It doesn't even have to be just personal. I think, when thinking about even business or when thinking about parenting, or relationships or thinking about your spouse, like, are there things that you want to overcome today so that you can be better for whatever it is tomorrow? It doesn't need to be specific to one thing. So be completely open-minded. If you want to bring a friend, that would be great. That's always the best way for accountability, but it's really going to be an awesome group of people that are super compassionate and comfortable and open and ready to have some fun and do some thinking different. So that's what Saturday is. And I'm really excited about that because it's my first workshop in my new space. So I have an office in Bedford. If anybody follows Making of Her Story, there are some photos of my office space. It is stunning. I love it, and I can't wait to get the feedback. Hey, Eddie, thanks for joining. Or is that Edward? Is that senior? I think that might be senior. I can't tell from the photo. So that's exciting. So that's this coming weekend. Then on the 25th, Jen Ryan, business coach, and I are starting our 3 workshop series. The first John, thanks for joining. I didn't even see that you were on here. So we have John Moreno. He is involved with the Phoenix. I am actually friends with him because of CrossFit. So CrossFit's a great community, but John does some really great work and has allowed me to volunteer with the Phoenix, which is a really amazing recovery program that is nationwide, but does have a chapter in Lowell. And so tomorrow from 6 to 7, I'm actually going to be facilitating another meditation class. So the first one went really, really well. And then we're going to be doing one tomorrow. And there's a few more in the books for the coming weeks. So if anybody wants more information on that, really the only requirement is that you need to be sober for 48 hours. So please feel free to reach out to myself, or he's John here on the Facebook Live, John Moreno for the Phoenix in Lowell. So yes, that's really exciting. I love that class, and I cannot wait to do it tomorrow. I actually invited Charlie. And then the 25th kicks off my 3-series workshop with Jen Ryan. The first workshop in that will be discussing, Jen will sort of facilitate the first half of the day, and we'll talk a little bit about finding your story and how to articulate that and that sort of thing. We'll have lunch. Lunch is provided with the cost of that workshop. And then the afternoon's really going to be the fun stuff where we dabble in some YouTube broadcasting, Facebook Live, as well as Instagram Live and podcasting. And then later on in the series, we'll talk about developing your digital brand, as well as podcasting 101, which gets more and more technical every time I feel like I produce one, because it's, iTunes has all these tricky things and sometimes it's really hard to navigate. But I promise you, if you sit with me for 3 hours, you will have your podcast up and running. So we can do that for you. And then, so that's that series that kicks off March 25th. March 31st, John, I want to talk to you about this as well for the Phoenix. I think it'll be a really great topic, but I'm doing a stress, strength, and Savasana workshop at Bikram Yoga Nashua. And so I'm really excited about that one as well. So I have developed a workshop template that talks through, again, it's going to be similar to what we do Saturday morning at my office in Bedford. where we talk about some, building support systems through community, and also using some alternative modalities to look at and identify stress in a different way. We'll take a brief intermission, and then we'll do a Bikram yoga class together, hosted by Laura. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then in April, I have my 4-week series, which is now live on Eventbrite as well on Facebook. And that's personal transformation focused, thinking about, your goals and really where you used to be, and talking, like laying out your life in that, before, now, later sort of scenario. So we're going to do some work on that over the course of the 4 weeks. I have options for face-to-face as well as virtual for that. So, hey there, Suzanne. So lots and lots going on over the next few weeks, next couple of months. I'm really excited about it. So if anybody wants to partner and perhaps is thinking about hosting a workshop in conjunction with any groups that they know. So, some of my goal setting workshops are about vulnerability and really learning about yourself. And I'm happy to facilitate that sort of workshop for groups of individuals. That's my personal growth track. So, I know some people get a little confused by my company, right? Because I have 3 different silos, but it's real simple. I work with companies to help employees actually establish better stress management skills, right? So that's 1. My Women in the Workplace initiatives, which is my making of her story and my women's advocacy, that's 2. And then my 3 is personal growth. And so that's where I'm hosting these workshops. So it's pretty exciting stuff. And it's really very simple. Don't complicate it. It makes it worse. I try not to think about it too much. But speaking of making of her story, I don't know if anybody caught Nancy Pearson on our first episode last week. We weren't originally going to have an interview on our kickoff episode, but we did because we had the launch of I Fund Women. And hey there, Steffi. I Fund Women, and we also had the Center for Women in Enterprise open up in Manchester. That announcement happened at the Bookery last week. It was a natural fit that Nancy would be our first guest. And so my partner, Heidi Solomon Orlick, and I are going to be producing that podcast every Friday. Heidi will be our guest of honor this coming Friday. We're going to have Joy Daniels, who used to be the backup singer for Sam Smith and Stevie Wonder. She's also going to be on the podcast in a couple weeks, and then my story. So we're really making this global, and we're going to make it much bigger than just New Hampshire, which is really exciting. And so we'll, stay tuned for more on that. That silo or aspect of my life is turning into a little bit more than just a fun podcast. I think that's going to be probably another really big adventure. So always excited to showcase women entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs. So and give people a voice, give people the opportunity to share their story, as we all know from my PTSD podcast. So things are really going well. I'm busy, but I'm productive and really making some great connections and some relationships. And again, John mentioned it earlier, and I mentioned the meditation workshop, but I'm really excited that I have time for the Phoenix and really giving back in a way that's meaningful outside of just, my normal everyday. So, all right. So that being said, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. A lot going on. Feel free to check out my See Far Beyond the Box Facebook page. That's where all my events are shown, and we'll all be there. They're on Eventbrite now, like I said. The Phoenix one is not. So if you wanted more information on the meditation workshop that I'm facilitating tomorrow night, you can follow the Phoenix Lowell online, or you can reach out to myself or John Moreno, John, so that this way we can get you some more information. You could join us. We'd love to have you there. It's a great time, great community of people. And then again, if you have any questions or want more information about the topics of the types of workshops that I do, please feel free to reach out to me. So thanks, everybody. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Happy Monday. Bye. All right, Twitch. Love you. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to me today.